hello, and welcome to another episode yes, of the Lume Plotters
of noises that we make.
Grunting noises.
Yes. So now, as 2024 draws to a close, we being Ralph, has decided that we should do a roundup of all the new watches that came out in 2024. Not all, of course, because we'll take you through Omega in a moment and just the amount of crap that has been pushed out by a single brand. No one can keep track of this, but we're going to go through the kind of the best of 2024. I'm sure we'll miss a bunch of things, but that gives you an opportunity to tell us in Instagram what we missed.
Yeah. It's really the best of 2024 for each brand, because we thought that makes a lot of sense, because there's so many
Even that
watches
we're not
out.
going to do.
Huh?
Even that we're not going to do because there's so many brands.
Yeah, not all brands, but
We've
I mean
messed
like
that up as
the
well.
ones that come to mind, right? And I feel that this year has been incredible. I hear so many people saying like, oh, there was no innovation, there was nothing new. And then you see what came out, right, this year.
Yeah.
From Omega to Orange with their super new whatever thing that you can set the watch so precisely, to the most complicated watch in the world that was released this year, to everything that you can think of, new materials, new stuff. And you think, no, there's a lot of innovation happening. A lot of innovation.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's
maybe not the dial color you wanted, but hey,
there's a few things that I wanted. I'm kind of sad that it didn't come out, or kind of sad that I couldn't get one or something along those lines. But we'll talk about this. So first and foremost, let's start off with your wristwatch check, because it's important.
I am wearing this incredible Super Ocean 2009 Arrowhand on an Artem sailcloth strap today.
You know that sketchy guys wear Breitling, right?
Only sketchy wear, yeah.
Only sketchy guys wear
slimy,
Breitling.
Pimpy. Yes, that's me.
Yeah. Okay, just making sure. I'm wearing the least sketchy and least pimpy watch. It's blurring. There it is. Yeah. You have this one as well. This is my G-Shock GMW B5000D1.
Nice.
Big numbers in the silver stainless steel. And yesterday I bought a new G-Shock, which has not shipped yet, but we'll see. I've been regularly searching. We mentioned this in I think it was the last episode, that G-Shock released their new tribute, the original. So it's a 1-to-1 reissue of the original 1983 G-Shock Square. It is DW 5000 and 5000R, and it hasn't been available anywhere. And then all of a sudden, I keep doing searches for it. No, maybe it'll pop up somewhere. And it popped up in this jewelry store in the U.S. called Topper's Jewelry, which is a fairly big jewelry store, and it's a legitimate place, and they do so much cool stuff.
And Topper's does a lot of special editions and limited editions.
I was just about to get there. They just did probably my favorite limited edition, and it sold out, and it was a little too expensive, but it was I think it was $3,000. It was a Doxa sub 300 with no date, which is what the thing that I always hate is Doxa always have to put a date. They did no date.
Okay.
And it was called the Great White is the name. You know how all of Doxa subs, they say the dial color on the dial, right? So this is called the Great White. And it's called the Great White because it's a white-ish dial that is full super luminova. It is it's exactly as it sounds. The whole thing glows whitish, bluish.
Nice.
Super cool watch. I went to look at it. It was already sold out. So that one's done. But nonetheless, I bought for $200. I bought this new G-Shock. I have no idea if it's going to come or not. It's sold out already very, very quickly. And obviously this is not a limited edition. This is going to be a regular production model. So why it sold out, I have no idea. Topper only had so many maybe. But there was no sales tax. And I did shop and ship from the US. And so it was going to a New York address. It should have had sales tax. It didn't.
Nice.
So
don't complain.
We'll see.
Just
I have
take
not,
it.
but
Take
it hasn't shipped or anything. So we'll see if it actually comes.
Yeah, sometimes it's weird in the US, right? Usually it's the shipper has to do certain things, and depending which state you ship it to and from, and it's weird. So sometimes if you ship to Delaware, I think Emirates this shop and ship competitor, they have their warehouse in Delaware. So that means there's no sales tax there.
So also
That's pretty clever. Or a lower sales tax, something like that.
That is a really good deal. I think in New York, the sales tax, I think, is above $140, $150. You don't have sales tax anything below it. Okay. But once again, this should have, for all intents and purposes, had sales tax. And I don't know why it didn't. But let's see if it ships. Otherwise, I'll wait.
Yeah. I have an honorable mention here. There's a watch that I actually wanted to wear today and then forgot. This is here the Citizen Satellite Wave. I got it on eBay for like $300 or $400. It's usually about more than $1,000 because it's a Echo Drive watch, GPS, so it gets its time from the GPS satellites, and of course its location. So it's a world time function, basically, that it has a world timing around the bezel, but it doesn't show the world time. But you can easily change your location, and of course it can actually locate you and then switch the time, of course, to whatever the time is in your location, because it can actually locate you and knows in which country you are and change it for you.
Yep.
So it's pretty much the one watch. If you only have one watch and you don't care for the design, that's it. It's basically automatic because it charges by light. It's you never have to set it because it does everything, including the leap second. So it's a perfect one watch collection. Automatic, charges by light. As you said, it's GPS, so you never have to set it. I mean, how cool is that? Actually, if you want a watch that you never have to take care of, to do nothing with it, wintertime, summertime, it does everything. So it's cool, no? I like it.
Sounds like a G-Shock. Minus the GPS. The problem is you have to have the app with you, right? So without your phone, you're not going to be able to do much. But
the thing is, the Seikos, the Casios, they have the the radio wave, right?
Yeah.
And this is the difference with these guys. They don't have radio waves; they just do the satellite thing. But the good thing is it works everywhere because GPS satellites have a nuclear clock on board. That's what they do because they actually send out time. That's all they do. They just send out the time information and their identification, and that's how you can triangulate yourself. Anyhow.
So you have two wristwatch checks. So should I go get a second one?
No, it was the honorable mention of,
okay. All right.
These watches also exist. I know.
They do. And they're cool.
Yeah.
All right. So that being said, let's talk about who released what this year. It's been
the best of. We do the best of 2024 by brand.
But we will forget a bunch of things.
Yes, we will forget a couple of brands. So should we start with the mega brand, the biggest brand of them all, the one who rules them all?
The mega brand?
The mega brand. The
mega brand? Omega?
Omega brand.
Omega.
Because, I mean...
They release so much crap. It is physically impossible to keep track of the number of watches they have released in this calendar year. And I frankly think they should be ashamed of themselves and embarrassed because this is ridiculous.
So, I have a question. If you, like Omega has released a couple of watches during before and after the Basel World Watches and Wonders, but they were not at Watches and Wonders, right?
Because no, they weren't.
Swatch Group is not there. So they have their own thing. But they have released the entire year. Nearly every month, they have released new watches. They have
and
way
not just
more
every
than
month,
12
multiple watches per month on some occasions.
Absolutely. I mean, so first to mind comes these summer divers, right?
Yeah, that's the first. If you tell me what did Omega do, I would say three things is what I remember off the top of my head. One, I remember the summer dials, the gradient dial, the blue dials, which essentially was not a new watch. But
no, it was not new, but it was the summer
Number
thing, right?
two that comes to my mind, obviously, is the white Speedmaster. which I don't
The White
like. But
Speedmaster came out, which was a big thing. I mean, look,
it was
this
a big
has
thing. Yeah,
never
exactly.
been done before. And it's...
Oh, you know, that's a lie. Of course it has. It was the Alaska project.
Yeah, but it wasn't the Moonwatch.
Yes, it was.
Was it
Yeah, of course.
exactly
The Alaska
the
project
same?
was a moonwatch. Yes.
It was the manual wind one?
But I don't know how many pieces. Of course, it was a manual.
Okay,
It was
okay.
the regular. It says professional on the dial, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Omega Alaska project. It is 100% a.
Okay.
It says professional and everything. It looks exactly the same. Obviously, I don't know how many were made, but it was a fairly limited run. So whatever that.
I find it
means-
fascinating. When I saw the first time I saw this Alaska project, this big hockey puck thing, right? This big fat, what is it, 58 millimeters case?
Yeah, but
Red
it's
case
just an outer
with the
case.
big buttons
of
on
course.
it, so you can have it with your whatever Arctic gloves and stuff, and you can do things, and then you can remove it from the case, and you have a normal watch. And I thought, wow,
It's a
that's
great
cool,
idea.
right?
It is.
Anyhow,
So let me see if it says how many were made. But this was back in 2013, and yeah, they're extremely rare.
So
Now,
what else have we seen? We have seen...
And then the other thing that, of course, I remember is the one that I want, which is the new no-date Seamaster.
Okay. So we have multiple no-date Seamasters coming out this year as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have the normal ones with the titanium and the whatever things with the new dials. Then we had the one with the old dials. I made the old as in ceramic dials with the wave patterns. No, we didn't, right? With the wave patterns, we didn't have a new no-date. Anyhow.
No, it's only with the... No, I mean, it's a wave dial, but it's not the ceramic wave dial. It's the aluminum wave dial.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, and this stirred some controversy, of course, because people said, well, why would you charge more for a watch that is obviously cheaper to make because you don't use ceramic, you use aluminum.
It's lesser in every way, exactly.
But it's also not a ceramic bezel, right? It's also aluminum bezel. Or something. So,
so everything's aluminum, and all of a sudden you're charging more for it than a ceramic dial, ceramic bezel, which doesn't make any sense.
And then you have this
titanium bezel.
You have the brushed bezel, brushed dial as well, and it's crazy. You have these no-date variants with this Milanese bracelet or the rubber, and there is so much coming out. And then you had these last few ones, the bronze gold, the green one with the green dial, right?
Yep.
In titanium and bronze gold. Let me see what we else had. We had the new Omega in space. Sorry, what is it here? The first Omega in space, right? Which a lot of people loved. A lot of people hated.
I forgot about this one as well.
That just was a couple of months ago, right?
It was all right.
I think I like it a lot. I think it's one of my favorite Speedmasters. Even it just I don't know why.
You like blue. You like blue.
Yeah, I never had a Speedmaster except the Moonswatch, right? Which I still have. But
it's so weird. How can you not have a Speedmaster?
The Moonswatch Speedmaster, but it's this Omega Speedmaster, first Omega in space variant that came out this year. I must say I really like it. But then came the Speedmaster Pilot. And I was the biggest fan of the Mark 40. You remember the Mark 40?
I do, because Hodinkee reissued a similar, remember? They made in the smaller lug size, the smaller case size, they made in the FOIS case a new Mark 40, essentially.
I had the Mark 40 in my shopping cart at Chrono 24 from some Japanese dealers so many times because it's a cool watch. I really liked it. I never pulled the trigger. But now, this one
technically
is cool.
Speaking.
However, and it's of course the 9900 movement. Really I love it. Master chronometer, coaxial. It has a date. I like it. Its date window is in dial color. It's very matte. It has this big lume plots, right, with a ceramic lume dots. Really, I mean, it's cool. It's really cool. But anyhow, price, obviously, close to 10,000, right?
It's Omega. It'll be half price soon enough
that's true.
on the
But then-
secondary market.
So these two also came out, right? The Pilot, the first Omega in space, the white lacquer dial Speedmaster. Then we had special Speedmasters in Sedna Gold and in Yellow Gold. Two-tone variants that came out. Then we had, what else did we have? We had, a new Apollo 8, Dark Side of the Moon came out of nowhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then then we had the whole Paris things, or everything for the Paris 2024 Olympic Games, right? Some were released earlier, but then we had the Chronoscope that only came out in 2024. Then we had ladies' watches, a lot of them, Speedmasters with diamonds in precious metals and all of the stuff in leather straps and full solid gold straps, bracelets. Then we had, as we already mentioned, the no-date Seamasters in different variations. Then we had, we talked about the green one. We have a completely new quartz watch from Omega that also nobody really paid attention to. Even we didn't pay attention to it. It was based on the Speedmaster X33, right? The titanium digital space watch, which is actually used by astronauts of the ESA, the European Space Agencies, as an official watch. But this is the regatta version for the America's Cup. It can do a lot.
I can only shake my head.
It can do a lot of things. Has a lot of buttons. It has 4 buttons and a crown. So yes, and one of them is red, which is pretty cool. So yeah, it's the America's Cup. And then what else did we have? We had an America's Cup, obviously, Seamaster. Ta-da! So many watches. Then we have a whole bouquet of Seamaster Planet Ocean boutique editions in normal time only and in chronograph versions. Mind-blowing. That's 6 different variants. The new green Aquaterra with a super cool, like an olive green, which is beautiful with the horizontal stripes. Then we had the Seamaster Aquaterra.
No, that one was
Mondo, the one with the really blue and yellow theme, which is.
But this is the reason they made this was because they made the ridiculous one for the Olympics, the ultralight, which obviously nobody could afford because it was like 50,000.
This was
Swiss
the one
francs.
that the pole vaulter
the pole
Armand
vaulter.
Mondo Duplantis has actually worn.
Yeah, so now they had to obviously make a version that people can actually afford and buy, and then
that was the Aquaterra Mondo. Yeah, so that is actually a really nice looking watch, I must say. It looks really cool.
But that means we can't forget about the original one because that was another release.
Yeah, exactly, and another one. And then we had these Aquaterra in black with a black lacquer dial, right? Which are also in 3 or 4 different. Yeah, no. It's 3 different sizes, 34, 38, and 41. And I personally feel that this is one of the best. I mean, we're talking about best of 2024.
It's a very simple release.
This is it for me. I mean, there's a few close-ups like the Pilot that I like a lot, and the other one, the first Omega in space. But I think this one is for me the best watch that Omega released. Very simple, an Aquaterra with a black lacquered dial. Pew. It's the perfect one-watch collection, the perfect watch that can do anything. I like it. Black, glossy Aquaterra. I would say that could be the perfect, not a Datejust version of a very pretty watch. That
I think this is not a Datejust. This is an OP. I think this is an Oyster Perpetual fighter, not a Datejust fighter. Because the Datejust
polish centerling,
it does
glossy.
have the polish centerling.
The OPs are usually not so shiny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyhow. And then we have, of course, more moonshine
stuff.
gold Aquaterras, also in solid moonshine gold, which is ridiculously expensive.
I can't imagine somebody spending money on that. Like, I will spend, how much is it? I don't know how much it is, but imagine going in and saying, yes, I will spend.
I can tell you, it's about
$60,000.
Yeah, for an Aquaterra.
For an Aquaterra, I have a good $60,000 burning a hole in my pocket. I would buy an Omega Aquaterra.
It's a bit tough. It's a bit tough.
I think these watches are made only for their brand ambassadors because they're the only ones that are going to essentially wear them.
Yeah, and then we saw constellations in meteorite, with meteorite dials in multiple colors and also with diamonds.
Ceramic bezel, which is weird.
Yeah, but it's. I tried one on, and it's actually they're pretty nice. I mean, if you like it, you like it.
It's a very, very feminine look.
Then we have new DeVils with a pointer date. I didn't even know this happened, right? With two-tone cases.
Let's make what's it called? Let's make a dress watch. And Omega says, what size should we make the dress watch? 42. 42 mm. That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. Like, nobody makes a dress watch at 42. So let's.
What the hell is this? I mean, they really have no idea what they're doing.
It's questionable, I would say. It's very questionable sometimes, right? The DeVille Prestige in 42. It's a watch nobody asked 49. For, but actually, I like the looks a lot. I think it's a beautiful watch. If
it was 36.
Yeah, maybe 39, 38 could also work very well.
Or 39, 38.
If they would offer it in different sizes. But
whatever. Who cares?
42 probably is a bit much. Then what else did we have?
I didn't know about this mini Tresor. I don't even know what the Tresor is.
The Tresor is the one that is this here. This has this diamonds on one side and on the other lug. So I've seen this quite a lot with ladies wearing it. Actually, this Omega here. See, you have diamonds here on one side and then on the other side, on the top left, on the bottom right.
I'm guessing it is quartz.
No.
Yes, this is right there. Quartz.
There are some in quartz, but they're also
both quartz.
Yeah, there's some in other with mechanical movements as well. I think at least maybe not the mini ones.
Oh, okay.
And then you have another bronze gold special edition for Paris 2024 in the 39mm case with the small seconds, which I think was looking amazingly cool.
The case back looks like garbage.
Wonderful watch, but again, price 12,000. Anyhow, so my point is with these releases, we have just rattled down probably 25, 30 different watches, maybe more. Yeah, probably more, right? With all of the different variants. I don't even know how many.
I can't keep track of it.
Straps and whatever. So we have seen so many new watches from Omega this year that were constantly released over the time. Some silent, some were just popping up on their website without even a press release. So my question now to you is, did it work?
Why?
Did it work? Was this to keep Omega in the news all the time? Or
but they weren't in the news because nobody talked about them. Let's talk about and out of this, three were released on the on the wrist of Daniel Craig. Right? Just to drum up. And the first time, everybody's like, wow, white Speedmaster. And the second time, there he is again. He's wearing a black Seamaster this time. And the third time, nobody cared anymore.
It's like, it's probably something new, but who cares?
Yeah. And this is the thing is, I mean, once again, this is kind of the idea of fishing with dynamite. All you're hoping is, I'm just going to do as much crap as I can. I'm going to release as many things as I can. Let's hope one of them sticks.
So fishing with dynamite, we need to explain that to people who are not fishing with dynamite. So you throw basically a stick of dynamite into the water. It explodes underwater. All the fish that are in this radius from the shockwave either die or are paralyzed and then float to the top of the thing, and then you just
go and get them,
pick them up, which is the laziest and most damaging for everything way to fish.
The environment, the fish, and everything.
So it's forbidden in basically everywhere, right? You cannot.
But
fish
this is literally what they're doing. We're going to do the biggest explosive thing that we can and hope that we can catch as many people as we can.
Yeah. So I would have said if Rolex Omega would have said here, on one day, Watches and Wonders, or whatever specific time, and they would have released all of them at the same time, people would have said, oh my God, what is happening? Omega is firing on all cylinders. It is just insanity, amazing. But
they were even too embarrassed to do that.
No, because I think also the problem would have been that too much choice, even with your release. Offering people too much choice is not good. Let them have limited choices to a certain extent, right? Like the website. Don't show 100 different Aquaterra variants.
And then it goes and even tells you very proudly, like 150 choices.
how do you know
when
which
you go
one
to
you want?
Speedmaster?
It's too
You
much.
don't.
So that's my point. Rolex does it well. They have also hundreds of variants of Datejust and Oyster Perpetuals and sizes, but you go through the selection process and you configure, right? Which size do you want? Which material do you want? Which dial do you want? Which bezel do you want, right? And then suddenly you see like, okay, these are my choices. Every step has a couple of choices, but not too many. And this is, I think, what Omega needs to do, because otherwise there's just too much. And I feel you didn't let them breathe. You didn't give them enough room, these new releases, for people to actually recognize like, yeah, actually, now that I see this watch a bit more in social media or wherever, I actually like it, right? Very often that happens, that you need some time for it to appreciate it. But in this case, when Omega just releases one after the other, you can't even give it some time to just get a foot in the market. But so for example, the white Speedmaster, before I could decide if I wanted it or not, there was another Seamaster coming out, then there was another Speedmaster coming out, and another Speedmaster coming out, and then another Speedmaster coming out. I didn't even, I was confused if I wanted the first one, and then I had 3 or 4 more choices now to consider. I think it's good. And what did I buy? Nothing.
Yeah, so exactly.
It's just like,
it's bit
tiring, right?
Much.
And I think it was too much. So, okay, enough about Omega. So what was your, mine was I think the Aquaterra Black Lacquer. What is your favorite of Omega this year?
Obviously, the only one that I'm even considering buying is the Seamaster, right? So that's the one that I think.
So the no-date Seamasters?
Yeah. I'm still debating on it. I need to try it on, obviously, because I don't know how big it's going to be on my wrist. It is 49.7 lug to lug. But Omegas are known to kind of sometimes wear smaller. So I do need to figure out, is this going to be something for me? What would I sell in order to buy it? No idea. So I have no idea what's going to happen, but we will see. When I get the call, I got a message yesterday actually saying that it was originally supposed to come out in December, and now they're saying, hopefully January. So there's still none on Chrono. So this means that I don't know what's going on, because usually Omega is very quick to release these things. So who knows?
Who knows?
Yes.
So next watch group brand. Let's talk about Tissot quickly. They have released a couple of new PRXs.
Oh yeah. No, ignore the PRX. Didn't they release that? What's it called? The other carbon one?
It is a PRX.
Was that this year? No. They had another one.
Really?
Another one. Yeah. Before this,
the C Star.
They released a carbon. Go to collection. Was it the C Star?
I don't know.
Hold on. Let me see what it is.
I thought it was the super cool PRX.
Click the C Star.
I mean, they have a new C Star collection, which is also pretty good.
No, it's not that.
It's not that. Gentleman. They have. I mean, they have really done a lot of stuff.
No, it's not C Star. Go back again.
I feel.
Go to the T100 or whatever it's called.
Maybe, I don't know. PRX, PR100. Is there? I don't know. I really don't know.
This is still C Star.
There's a C Star. Where are we? I just clicked on it, right? So PR100 main collections. Okay, here.
No, also not it.
No, that looks like
100%. They made a new carbon one, and I liked it.
But look, they made a Tissot Tour de France with a small bicycle on the second hand. Oh, it's so sweet.
I'm okay.
Doesn't matter. So what I wanted to say is
the Sidereal Powermatic. The Sidereal, whatever that was cool. That was their first carbon case. I don't know if that came out this year or last year, but that one was the predecessor to the PRX carbon case, and I think that was a super cool looking watch. I really liked it.
But I think what they have done as well is they have continued to milk the PRX line in the best possible way, I feel personally, because they have innovated to a certain extent. It's like the UFO robot grandizer, which I have seen on so many wrists already from watch lovers who actually said like, this is it, because they're anime fans. They love grandizer. It has a connection to many childhoods, I think. So that's cool. They have a lot of 35 millimeter variants, different colors, from pink to green to dark green, light green, mint green, whatever. Then they have the new PRX Powermatic 80 in carbon fiber, which everybody loves. $1,000, so $300 more than the normal version, but with a enhanced movement also inside with a silicone hairspring and stuff. So you get a carbon watch on a rubber strap with an updated movement. So pretty cool stuff. I think they really are doing a good job. Tissot is nailing it, I think. They have also in their other collections a new dive watch, the new Sea Star, I think, and some other things. Really, really cool things.
I have to say, if you spend this much time talking about Tissot, we will get through 3 brands
That's
today.
it. That my Tissot, my PRX Carbon is the best of Tissot.
Okay. Let's go. What else is in the...
Blancpain.
I don't really...
We are talking about Blancpain next.
Did they make anything?
Oh, yeah, of course. Blancpain.
Did they?
They have
make?
created for the first time in their normal collection. They have created a 42 millimeter 50 fathoms.
Yeah, but that's still too big. Like, where's the 38? Where's the 39?
It's like a Seamaster. That's the same size. So it's cool, and it's 42.
It's still ugly.
It's not 45. It's amazing. And then they have the green Bathi scarf with a ceramic case and ceramic bracelet, which is also new. It's lovely.
Oh, no one cares, Ralph. No one cares.
I had a Bathi scarf. It's amazing.
Yes,
it has one of the nicest movements in the world. The 1315. 3 barrels in series, 120 hours power reserve. It's absolutely fantastic. It's an FPG movement that is so amazing. I can't tell you.
Okay, that's enough about Blancpain. Thank you for bringing it up. All right.
So
let's
my
move
favorite
on.
release is the 42 millimeter Blancpain 50 fathoms because
we
it's
assume.
finally in the nice size.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. That's even too long for Blancpain.
No. That is the now. I mean, it's a bit too expensive, I would say, but it's still the
a bit.
Nah.
It's the freaking. It's literally like $20,000 for a stainless steel dive watch. It's ridiculous. It's not a little bit too expensive. It is stupidly expensive. In addition to that, Blancpain is a no-one company that is trying to be promoted by the Swatch Group just because they have fallen out of relevance. No one likes Blancpain, period.
No. When you look at their sales in the ranking there, they're not doing bad. They're selling okay.
They're not doing
but
good.
The problem is they could do so much better. And I think price-wise, I think they have, like every watch brand in Switzerland has just gotten a bit overboard with their prices because it's just too much.
70,000 dirhams
for this 50 fathoms. I agree with you. Okay, this is a titanium case, but it is still too much. I agree with that.
And had it been cheaper, had you told me it's 30,000 dirhams, I would say that is a contender. But by doing this with the prices,
is similar or should be similar to at least a Submariner because you get so much more.
Oh, we went to a still titanium, 74K if you want it on the bracelet, guys.
Bracelet,
Yeah, doesn't matter. It's pointless. But the fact is, it should be the price of a sub, but a sub is also a 30,000 dirham watch. Yes, they cost 40, but they shouldn't. That's stupid. They should be 30K, and they should always be 30K. It should not be. It's not whoever's buying a sub for $10,000. You just know that you're not getting a $10,000 watch. You're getting a $5,000 watch with an inflated, little tax on top of it.
Okay.
The Rolex luxury tax.
Okay.
We're not done with Swatch Group yet.
No. We can go back to Swatch, but let's go here to. Oh yeah. Okay. Do you want to talk about Breguet or Certina or what else?
No. Sorry. Swatch. We're done with. What else is there? Swatch. The moon swatches, right? We had a few extra moon swatches. That was it. We're done. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the all black one came out, right? The
no, that
Snoopy's?
was the Ocean of Storms came out this
the moon
year.
swatch.
No,
the moon swatch.
Well, I'm talking about the scuba version of the.
nobody cares about the Blanc Pond. I already said that.
The scuba, but this came out in November
Whether it's
last year.
Swatch,
And this
whether
year
it's...
came the Ocean of Storms, the black one, which I think is a very, very nice one. Because it's also the same size as the original. Right? The new one now. Anyhow, Moonswatch, we have seen the mission to moon phase, mission to earth phase.
That's,
these kind of things, which I still don't know what the mission to earth phase is and why we have an earth
and why we need one
on the watch. But
it's so stupid.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. And they clearly took the Snoopy thing and it still has the spot where Snoopy would go. And they just freaking blanked it out and it doesn't say anything on it. It's literally the laziest thing they could have done.
I mean, the mission to moon phase I like. Would I buy one? No, I'm very happy with the one Moonswatch in my collection. But yeah, let's see what they come up with next year. Because 2025, I think we will see a new brand doing this. Things.
Yeah, I hope so. I think this is a fantastic idea. I'm still waiting for the one that resonates with me. Obviously, I got very close a bunch of times buying the Moonswatch. I never wanted to buy the Moon Pan or whatever, Blanc Pan, Moon,
scuba,
whatever, scuba, whatever it is. I have no interest in
Ocean
that.
of something.
Okay.
Breguet?
One more interesting one coming from the Swatch Group was the Hamilton. They made that
Hamilton.
really
We're not talking about
Hamilton.
Breguet then because I cannot even remember what came out there this year. I think the new Type 20. Was it this year? I don't know.
Yeah, that was either this year or last year. Yeah. Hamilton made the new Navigator watch, whatever the hell they called it.
You're
the one with
forgetting the Murphs.
No, the Murphs were last year.
No. They have done a couple of new Murphs this year.
Did they? Was that this year as well? That's the one I'm talking about right there. The whatever thing.
Yeah. So
people,
in the Murph versions, they have done basically people said, yeah, but it's nice, but can we have a white dial? Yeah. Hamilton said, there's your white dial.
I remember their big thing.
Then they said,
they knew 33 millimeter quartz.
Yeah. And then they said, hey, can we have a smaller version? Yeah, sure. Hamilton said. And just gave you a smaller version. It's just said everybody what people were asking for. They actually just did.
Do it.
Yeah. And it's like, okay.
Which is very funny.
Very, very nice. So that was cool. Then I think
this is the one in the middle here. What is it called? No, right there. Go back. Go back. We're not talking about Mido. Nobody talks about Mido.
Mido has done some cool stuff. Wait a second.
No, go. What is it called? The one that the khaki field something navigator.
Khaki field
I don't
Murph
even.
or which one?
Not the Murph. There, the middle one in the picture.
Here, this one.
In this one. What is this called? That's the new one.
Khaki field titanium 36mm limited edition engineered garments.
Oh no, this is the limited edition one. But this one was super cool. Have you seen the case back of this?
No.
It's a half moon case back. Ugh, look.
Yeah,
that's kind of cool. I like it.
I don't think when you see only half of the case back, I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't know why they did this, but it's cool. No, I forgot what the one that I wanted to talk about was.
I want to talk just quickly about Mido watches because Mido has done also some cool stuff. Mido is a brand which I usually completely forget that they're even there, but they do some really cool stuff. They have these
Expedition is the word I was looking for. Khaki Field Expedition.
Okay.
Thank you. Good day.
So they have done this super cool what a lot of people say is it's a Patek Philippe Nautilus copy, but it's been there before. The TV, the multi-fort
TV has been there for ages.
Which has a very, very specific thing. It has a nice big date at 12 o'clock. Mm-hmm. That is rare. And you have these nice rubber strap versions with a orange rubber strap, and they look a bit Nautilus-ish, I would say, right?
Okay. All right. Moving on.
Yeah. Wait. There's more. Because
is this episode entirely about the Swatch Group?
Haven't they just brought out something new, which I like, which was
but nobody cares. Can you stop bringing up things that nobody cares about?
Our listeners
You're going to go into every single brand in the world.
Mido Multifort Sketch. Look at that. Limited edition.
No one cares.
It's like
one cares.
Like the Bulgari
pull my hair out.
Octofinissimo.
You're putting me to sleep, and our audience is going to be asleep as well.
No, these are cool things.
Nobody cares about Mido.
They do.
Do you want to talk about Certina as well?
And did they have anything new that I know?
No, because nobody cares.
Yeah, but we can't always talk about always the same. You know,
Once again,
it's nice.
we need to talk about brands that people actually care about.
Me do people. I mean, look at in our watch group, how many people bought a multi-fort TV? Not multi-fort, a TV watch last year. And when with this compression diver thing, I think we have about 8 of them in the watch group. That's a lot. That's more than many other brands, for example.
I think it's all because one person decided that this was going to be cool and everybody should get one, and then everybody else went out like little sheep.
This is exactly how it works with people like something, right? Somebody has it and you think, oh, I like it. I want one too. So that's it's normal. Anyhow, let's talk about Tag Heuer then. Which is obviously one of the biggest watch brands that we
I'm okay with talking about Tag Heuer.
Okay. So then
I'm okay with.
What's your favorite
Tag Heuer
this year?
made some cool stuff. Honestly, I don't know when it came out though. When did the titanium solargraph come out? Was it this year or last year?
I think that was last year, but I'm not so sure.
Okay,
I'm sure there was
that would
a
have been
new
my
version
favorite
of it coming out.
The Hodinkee Seafarer.
You have
too expensive.
Two-tone variants that are new. So you have a rose gold version and a yellow gold version with a blue dial. Solargraph came out this year.
Have you noticed that every Hodinkee limited edition now is sold by the brand as well? So you could go onto the brand's webpage and buy it.
Yeah, I think it makes sense because they're now part of Watches of Switzerland as well, right?
But also because they can't freaking ship anything to save their life.
Then, of course, we have, yes, that's true. Then we have seen, I think, a lot of new...
The Racing Green Monaco.
Yeah, Monaco ones. Yeah.
Also the Carbon Monaco.
We have seen a few more tourbillons, a Senna tourbillon, a Porsche Panamericana tourbillon. We are going into very, very high stratospheric prices, right?
Yes.
The Solargraph was new this year, at least with a green dial. It's a lovely watch. I
still prefer the stainless steel with the gray dial. I think it's a super cool one.
Do you also see this whole skeletonized dial variants of the Carrera chronograph Extreme Sport? 44 millimeters, and they're going up in prices, right? I mean, they're going to tourbillons. You get like
they're really pushing the envelope here.
What TAG can do, right, from a price perspective, because we have so many watches now in the TAG catalog that are more than 100,000 dirhams.
But this Panda, for instance, I'm a huge fan of.
This is
their
nice.
new glass box. This is new. Their glass box Carreras are super, super cool. Yeah. I've tried them on. They look good in real life.
So we are talking about the Tag Heuer Carrera chronograph.
This is their plain Carrera. This is the Carrera. Once again, this is them, instead of trying to do vintage reissues, which is what they were doing for the longest time, they decided, no, we do what Rolex does, and we push the boundaries in terms of making things new, right? This is the next step, the next evolution in the Carrera lineage. Yeah. And this is what the new glass box did. And this was, of course, a new color. But the black one, if you remember, they kind of screwed up a little bit. They put the date window at 12 o'clock. And then the chronograph hand rests at 12 o'clock. So it literally covers the date window. Yeah. 99% of the time.
Yeah, it's a bit odd choice, I think, as well.
But I like it. I'm okay with it somehow.
Yeah. So I think in the chronograph realm, I think Tag Heuer is firing on all cylinders, and there will be more coming. I had the pleasure of talking to Carol Kasapi, the movement director for Tag Heuer. She came a couple of years ago from Cartier. So we see a lot there happening, and she is all fired up and is going to revamp everything. Their new strategy is minimum 17 hours power reserve, 70, sorry. This one, for example, the TH20-00 that is in the Carrera chronograph has 80 hours of power reserve. 5 years minimum, 5 years warranty they will give, and 10 years service intervals. That's what they want to do. That's the new normal for Tag Heuer. So it's pretty cool. But I have to say, if we're sticking with the family of LVMH here, we have to mention the other big brand that has been doing really, really well is Zenith with their El Primeros. They've made so many new stuff this year. For the first time, they did a triple calendar
1/10 of a second chronograph, which is super cool.
But they also have done this one here that's on my screen, which is the
Extreme Jungle. Yes.
Which is, let's say, dividing the watch community.
Yes.
Because some say it's the ugliest watch in the world.
It has wood in it.
At least it looks like it is wood. I don't know.
I don't know what it is, but it looks like wood. Click on it for 103,000 dirhams.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
You get a wooden chronograph.
It's a captivating. It draws inspiration from the untamed
tiger's eye. It's made of tiger's eye, so it's not wood.
Of the jungle.
It's but tiger's eye is
it's a precious stone. It's a gemstone.
It's a precious stone, but then it not precious. Sorry, it's a stone, but it is very fragile. Imagine breaking that.
It is a stone, so it's.
It is. I said it's a stone.
It's a gemstone.
Is it a gemstone?
Yeah,
but still, a gemstone is going to be. What's it called? It's going to be fragile. That's number one thing about gemstones is they generally tend to shatter.
Yeah, like ceramics. Ceramic might be sapphire. It's a gemstone. So yeah, it's good. It's
also they made the Gay Frere bracelet in titanium, which is kind of cool. For I've been back and forth between two Zeniths. Obviously, I think I want to dip my little toe in Zenith. But the Chronomaster,
your little toe. I think it's a bigger toe because it's not cheap.
But on the secondhand market, you can get them for nothing, for peanuts. So right now, 35K is the retail price for the Chronomaster Revival Shadow. Excuse me, which is the all titanium. You went to the Chronomaster Sport,
which
is
it
the
doesn't load.
Other one.
I don't know what's going on with this website. It's weird.
It's not a very good website, but the Chronomaster Revival Shadow is all in titanium. It's blacked out PVD coated titanium, and they finally, for the first time, made that's not it either. Nothing is loading. They made a ladder bracelet for it in titanium as well, which is kind of cool.
I hate the ladder bracelet.
There it is. Boom, right there.
Vengeance.
I love it. I love it. It's super
ladder
cool.
bracelet is the worst thing.
37,000. So 37,600 dirhams for this watch, and it's 22K brand new.
So which one is your favorite? The favorite Zenith release this year?
It's either between this Revival Shadow or the Hodinky, which the Hodinky is actually the one next to it.
I think if you know that this is Safari.
No, the other left of it.
One.
The other left. Yeah, there's
so
two
I
lefts.
can totally get on board with this Hodinky version because I think this is actually really, really pretty. So I think for me, that's the best Zenith release this year. It's
so cool.
It's historic. It's triple calendar, meteorite subdials. It has a date.
10th of a second.
It has a moon phase. It's 10th of a second. So the proper El Primero, new movement.
And 60 hours of power reserve.
It's pretty cool. Though
hacking,
I must say,
hand winding, everything.
I still like the Chronomaster Sport, the
of
original
course
one.
You do.
But yeah. This is really cool.
In case you can't get a Daytona.
I don't know. I think it's a good alternative, but not necessarily in case of. You can just.
No, for me, it has to be the old original ones, the Chronomaster original or the Chronomaster Revival. Those are the two of my favorite ones.
I still like this Zenith, so I would probably still get one, but in a different color. Like I have a black dial, so I would probably go with a white dial also. Anyhow, so that's Zenith.
All right.
So what's next? I mean, Tag Heuer.
I got a few here.
You didn't like the Kith Formula One versions?
I forgot about it entirely. Was that this year or last year?
That was this year, I think.
Okay, well, it shows you. All right, I'm going to pick up the pace here because you're going way
Cartier.
Too slow.
Cartier. What is your favorite?
For Cartier, I have to say it is the Mini Tank Louis, I would say. I think it's super cool. I think they keep making these mini watches for ladies, and I just like them. I think they're cool. It's a vibe for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So they already have a mini Tank Francois. They have a mini, or is it Chinois? I don't know which one. They have a mini Panthère, and now they have the mini Tank, and we'll see if they do a mini Santos. That'd be kind of cool too.
I am a big fan. I think the best watch because I like the large models. Santos, the
The
Cartier.
dual time.
I like the dual time because I'm a GMT fan.
That
Large
is-
model automatic.
Which, by the
dual
way,
time.
ladies and gentlemen here, we mentioned we're going to have an episode about GMTs and world timers and dual timers and all kinds of timers. And we will do that soon enough.
Okay.
It will come.
Now, your favorite A. Lange und Söhne release.
I don't have one because I don't like Alagensona.
What? Okay. My favorite
this is
release
so
is, of
big
course,
and
the new
bulky.
re-editioned or relaunched Lange 1.
The mini Langa one.
Yeah, there are two
which is still
versions of it,
big.
right? So I think this is just amazing. I think this was the blue one. The blue one with the rose gold case is just oh.
Okay.
So there's a Lange one and a little Lange one, and they both look absolutely spectacular. Limited edition, unfortunately. So
How
if you
big
can
is
still
the
get
little Langa one?
it, 38?
Yeah, so it's not. Now we're getting into the realm of decent sizes. Okay, once again, I'm gonna spit out a few brands because once again, you are
Audemars
too
Piguet.
slow. No, I said I'm spitting out the brands.
But this is you're
Nobody
coming with
cares about AP.
not of. But, oh my god! I think I need to
only
have
Mahmoud
a
cares
different
about
podcast
AP.
partner.
Yeah, AP.
Nobody cares
X
about
cause.
AP.
What is a cause? I don't know what a cause is.
Do you don't know this artist? Course.
That's not even art. What
You
is
don't
this?
have to,
A cartoon?
You don't have to like it, but it's an artist. I heard
Or
about
art
him.
in the quotation marks. Art in the most general sense, maybe. But seriously, the fact is, AP is also just being stupid time after time
This
after time
year,
after
they
time.
also came out with a new remaster. This was also this year.
Sorry.
Cube Brutalist. The first time
No.
that we talked about Brutalist.
My issue with this is it
infrastructure.
was a fantastic watch originally, back when it came out in the early 60s, 70s, whenever it came out. Do you know the size of it back then? How big it was?
Yeah, small.
How small? Do you
I have no
an
idea. No.
How tall was it?
I don't know.
Lug to lug was something like 24 mm
Oh, that's very small.
and 36 wide. No, it was totally wearable.
Mm-hmm.
It was if you took a reverso and turned it on its side, essentially, is what it was.
Okay.
Now this is 42 mm. What the hell are you going to do with a 42 mm thing that is sticking out the side of your wrist? It's stupid. Why would you do this?
Okay.
I don't understand. That's my issue.
It's really.
But
it's
otherwise, I
really-
love it. I think it's a beautiful looking watch, but they should have held on to the original sizing.
It's a funky design. Anyhow, is this your
Also,
favorite Audemars
the
Piguet?
John Mayer, I think is cool. I do like the John Mayer.
Is this your favorite?
The new John Mayer Quantum Perpetual or whatever Quantum, however you say it.
I think
Quantiem?
from the new releases
How do
that
you-
we
how
have
do
seen this year,
say this?
I would not see the concept watches were never my favorite. I don't like them.
Ralph, are you talking? Because no one hears. I don't hear you.
I am talking. Yeah.
You muted yourself.
No. Did I?
Ralph, ladies and gentlemen,
no.
has muted
I just
himself.
didn't mute myself in the recording. Just here, I clicked on
No,
the wrong
just
button.
in the.
So I think
Okay.
the concept versions like the Cause or the other ones that we had before, the Cactus Jack
Like
and all of these
Spider-Man.
were never my cup of tea. I think the AP is on a weird track with these, and I think they will just forget about it eventually. But I do like the Royal Oak Offshores. I do think they have this lovely ladies line that they have created, which is
The
cool.
mini as well?
I am not a fan of this one. I do not like the remaster.
But
I
no, the
think it's-
original one was super cool.
Yeah. So for me, my new one, my I think it is my favorite release would be the new Royal Oak Offshore. Yeah.
There was a new one.
Yeah.
Now they all look the same to me. Okay, cool, excellent.
So then, Vacheron.
Jesus, did they make anything? No,
Of
it's
course,
the same crap
we've been
over
to
and
their
over again.
boutique. Martin, were you not with
Oh, yeah,
me
they did.
when
We
we
did.
went to the Mandarin Oriental in their boutique
They
and we
made a
talked to
green
Mr.
version. Come
Salmoni
on.
himself
Yes.
about the new watches?
They weren't new. They were just green.
That is new overseas. There is also the new version of the overseas that came out this year. You know?
I don't
Yes,
like
of
it.
course, it's not earth-shaking, but it's like a Rolex release. You have a better bracelet, you have a different rotor, you have a few more colors, and you have a different buckles and stuff. But yeah, there you go. It's new. And of course, the carbonitiers, and they had the absolute this one, the 50 fathoms in gold with a black lacquered dial.
The 50 fathoms.
Cool. Sorry,
the Vacheron Constantin 50 fathoms.
56. Sorry, 56. And they have created the most complicated watch in the world. The Berkeley.
Oh, Jesus
63
Christ.
different complications. We are a watch podcast. That is
It's the size
important.
of my head.
And no, it's not. It's actually 56 millimeters.
I might have a 56 millimeter head.
Your brain is certainly smaller. That I can tell you, because you only want to talk about the hype stuff.
No, I don't want to talk about the hype stuff. I like simple things.
But this
you
is
whip out these insanely
watchmaking.
complicated things.
Yeah.
I don't care about precious metal. I don't care about any complications.
56.
I want stainless steel three-hander.
63
no dates.
different complications. This is amazing. Triple axis tourbillon. Mind blown. This is just absolutely fantastic.
Horologically,
you know how many
cool.
jewels are in this watch? More than a Panerai has parts. 246 different jewels.
That's because a Panerai is made out of wood and stone, essentially. Like they cobble it together somewhere.
Then you don't have a favorite Vacheron Constantin. I do, and it's the rose gold green dial overseas. Thank you. Then we can
actually, I do have one. The retrograph.
Okay. Yeah. Very nice.
That one was cool. I
also came out
I
this
remember
year.
That one. I forgot about it, but I forgot about it. Yeah.
Very nice. The retrograph. It's a, what is it called? It's a
retrograph. It's a retrograde.
It came out in the in which line was that?
No idea.
Yeah, just to understand this retrograph. I think it was new. Here, moon phase retrograde date patrimony. Yeah, it's a patrimony.
Yes, the patrimony.
It's a beautiful
and this is
watch,
the reason I like it. It's a date, but it is a pointer date. And as you guys know, I don't mind a pointer date. I just don't like date windows. And I think the moon phase looks awesome.
Yes,
it's a very good looking watch. Simple, beautiful. This is definitely my speed.
Yeah, I like it as well. It's very, very pretty. But I prefer the overseas. Okay, so then.
All right.
What is the next brand?
Because you like hyped pieces, that's why.
I know.
All right, my turn.
Yes.
JLC.
Okay, JLC, yeah. Wonderful stuff.
Obviously, my favorite is going to be the new small monoface reversos. I think they're super cool. The monoface tribute. They have both blue and silver. I tried on the blue one. This is apparently as close to the original size as you can get. But it does have 18 millimeter lugs, which makes strap changing a little bit difficult for those of us that have 19 and 20 millimeter straps mostly. So that is a very narrow strap. But of course, we have to also remember they came out with a whole heap of the duometer collections, which we also went and tried on, and they're extremely complicated. The blue one was super cool. I don't remember what the blue one did.
This is the hubris that we didn't see that one when we went, because that
we didn't see.
That was just recently released.
Yeah, we talked about that in the last episode, did we not?
Exactly. Yeah. That was one of the new ones. Then we have this one, which I think is the gold. The gold. Look at the back,
chronograph.
The rose gold chronograph. I think there's only.
I love the teak lines. The teak lines on the front is so cool.
It is. So I had it on my wrist. I can only tell you, this is a dream. It is a dream. It's a bit big, obviously, with the. You have the Casa Fagliano leather strap. It's really amazing. I think they do only 250 pieces, but I'm not so sure. But if you look at the movement, I mean, Patek, take note, this movement is square.
Yes.
It's a square watch.
And this is why I like it. I think it's, reversos having square movements is super cool.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on from JLC. This is the speed we should be going at.
The favorite was the monoface, you said.
Yeah, I think my favorite is the monoface.
I think my favorite is this Master Hubris Mechanica, but followed by the pink gold chronograph. Beautiful. Okay.
Reverso as well. Okay. All right. We had the Moser X.
Moser, yeah. I have Moser not
X
even on my
Studio
list
Underdog.
because I didn't even think what came out there.
The Studio Underdog.
Yes, of course. Yeah, that's true.
which I thought was super cool. I thought that was a great idea. And that's why I'm kind of putting this as an honorable mention for both Moser. Oh, and the Streamliner. But that was last year? That was last year. The Streamliner 39.
The minute repeater definitely came out. The green one came out yesterday and yesteryear. And then we had, I think, the skeletonized. I'm not so sure if that was new. What was new? This perpetual calendar, I think.
Yeah.
That was new.
All right.
From a Streamliner collection.
That doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah.
Moving forth, let's talk about one that is going to be a big one. It's going to be Tudor.
Tudor
I have
had a
four
lot of watches.
releases in front of me. The FXD GMT, the Black Bay 58 GMT, the Blue Chronograph, and the monochrome Black Bay 58. Oh, no, sorry, not 58, the 41. All of those are new and different and cool. But I have to say, none of them really tickled my fancy.
Oh,
I think I'm like,
for me,
whatever.
two tickled. One tickled a lot after I had it on my wrist.
Which one?
So first of all, I'm not a fan of the FXDs. I'm just not the NATO guy. Right?
I am, but I think it's too big. I need a 20 mm NATO.
I don't know why I'm just not doing. I mean, it's not doing it for me. I have NATO straps for nearly all my watches. Every time I put them on, I think, no. Anyhow, they're comfortable, but I just don't like the look. I like the Black Bay 58 GMT. I think this is a killer watch. I might have to buy it at one time, but I will replace the rivet bracelet with a Jubilee bracelet from whatever Uncle Straps or whatever they are. Forstner, I don't care.
Get it on the rubber strap.
Maybe. And I love the monochrome version of the Black Bay. I think that is also a very, very pretty watch. But since I have the Pelagos, it's the same look, right? To a certain extent. I also had this one, the Black Bay 58 in gold, in solid gold, right? I had it on my wrist. And I thought, wow, it actually looks in reality so much nicer. It doesn't look so yellow gold, right? It looks very yellow
I had
gold.
the one with the strap, the old one on, and I really liked it as well.
I had this one on my wrist and I thought, wow, this is actually really lovely. I was so surprised of how much I liked it that I really thought, half the price, it could be interesting. For 126,000 dirhams, I can't see anybody buying this watch.
But for 60,
for 50-ish, 60-ish, maybe less. But then I think it's a weird halo product to have a solid gold Tudor, but who knows? Okay, that's my favorite is then I think the Black Bay 58 GMT, I would say.
Okay, I'm going to say a brand real fast because they came out with a million different things, but they were all the same stuff.
Okay. Which one?
Nomos.
Yeah, they had a good
just a bunch of colors.
Yeah.
Nothing particularly good, nothing to discuss, but they had a bunch of colorful additions to their traditional lines. I don't think they came out with anything new.
They did.
No new lines.
I mean,
the dual date or whatever.
The two date. The two date.
To date.
I think this is a very, very funky way. I love that they are not taking themselves too seriously. This is amazing. This is the to date, the Tangente to date. It has a date on 6 o'clock, a digital date, and a pointer date around the bezel, right? Which is, casing.
Makes no sense.
Yeah, it makes no sense. It's redundant, but it's a nice, quirky thing to do. Then they had, and what else did they have? They have a new Club Sport Neomatic or something, but in small, 37 millimeters, which is pretty.
34.
No, I meant the
new one was 34. Yeah. It's Club Sport Neomatic 34 is the new one, and then the old one was 38.
Where is this? Where are the model families here? What is it here? Why am I not seeing the club? Here, club. Okay, so we see
Club Neomatic.
So these are all the normal ones. Club. And then we have the Neomatic.
There you go, Neomatic.
Polar.
So originally they had
this is
38, and now the new one's 34. So you get to choose a size now.
Is it? Why does
37
it,
or 38
the,
was
the,
it originally?
The size here. Description. specifications. 37 millimeters. That's what I said. It's 37. Yeah. So.
No, but they made a 34 as well. No.
Yeah. Where? I don't know.
Hold on. Okay. I will look. Neomatic 34.
I didn't know.
No, not 24.
I didn't know they made 24. But if you are so sure about it, then yeah, they did.
Yes,
They made
Club Sport
34.
Neomatic 34 for
you
women.
You are right. And 39. So they have now 39, 37, and 34. And I think that is cool. Super cool options.
Yeah, why not?
I love them.
All right, moving on.
For me, it's my favorite.
About...
My favorite is the Club Sports, and I still like the 42 the best because and I think the black one with the
moving
on.
Moving on.
Yep.
I believe you. It's great. Moving on.
Rolex.
No, I was going to say two brands here that made one watch each that I think was notable. Piaget and their revival,
Piaget.
The Polo 79.
You attack me for talking about Audemars Piguet and you want to talk about Piaget?
No.
Come on.
They only make one cool watch and it's a Polo 79. Everything else is crap. Okay.
Wait. I don't even know about this watch, so that's why I need to check.
You do. You're going to see it and you're going to be like, oh yeah, that's super cool. Or you're going to hate it. It's very polarizing. I thought the
Polo is for me always a watch
79.
that is half there, but I still...
It's not even going to be here. It was the...
Novelties.
Oh my goodness. You literally...
I need to see it. See, all of these watches are...
All of them are crap. Everything is crap. Everything is still crap. Nothing. And it's not even there.
Okay.
So once again, Google is a fairly good thing when you don't need to go to the full website.
You
of the
usually
company.
get the nicest pictures on the websites. But what is it? What is new? This says novelty. There you go. What is new? What is new on this watch? Piaget Polo date watch.
We're never going to finish. Ever.
You brought up Piaget.
Literally,
so we need to at least look
there's
at
one watch that needs to be, and you can't even find the one watch that I pulled.
So how am I going to choose my best of 2024 if I don't even know what it is?
You don't need to. I'm already telling you what it is.
No, it's your choice, not mine. Okay.
Google Piaget Polo 79.
Polo 79.
79.
Yes.
There you go.
This special model.
Yes, with the stripes.
When did this come out?
All the way to the left.
What's this year?
Yeah, it was this year, 281,000 dirhams.
This full,
very many
full
dirhams.
Gold one, yes, solid gold one, yes.
But it's
so
cool.
This one or the Vacheron 222?
Very similar. The Vacheron was last year, right?
Yeah, but the 222,
so this is...
I would
this is
prefer
cool.
the 222 for that. Yeah.
For me, because no date.
It won the GPHG award. Okay, iconic.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think it's super cool.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
So once again, nothing else to talk about Piaget here. Everything else is...
Okay, then.
Nah. Okay. Also, one more honorable mention here is that Oris came out with a new Divers 65.
And is it good?
They came out with a new Aquis. They came out with a few new lines.
My problem with Oris is I think it's nice. Oh, it has an internal server error. Interesting. I just feel that Oris has a bit missed the plot there, tiny bit with the diver. The new diver is...
It's the same as the old diver. Okay, they made it 200 meters water resistance. It's 39 millimeters instead of 40. So they made it slightly smaller.
I just feel they are so close to the Tudor realm and still use the same old Celita 38 power.
This is the issue. I have the one that is the in-house, which is the same price as the Black Bay 54, which I also have, right? So they have two watches that are exactly the same price, exactly the same size, and both have in-house movements. Yeah. One is, of course, the Tudor's chronometer. The other one is 10 years warranty.
Can I ask you one question?
Yeah. Can you?
Yeah, I can. Do you see the rivet bracelet?
And that was cool. It was real rivets. Someone for the first time in recent history said, why are we doing fake rivet bracelets? Screw it. Let's make real rivets.
Nobody wants rivets, so let's do them in real. Because the rivet bracelet is best of cases in Tudor watches. People say I don't mind it. Nobody says I love it. And so Oris went like, okay, people seem to hate rivet bracelets, so we are making
So let's
even
do it
one
as well.
more. We're doing it real
But
rivet.
no, I at least it's functional. It's functional rivets,
Yeah, but
and I
still,
think that is kind of cool. I mean, is it necessary? Hell no. But it's
It looks like they
At
just
least
do
it's-
it to differentiate themselves, not to make anything better. And that's, one of the things where I think,
what is funny, by the way, in this is Oris and Tudor came out in the same exact year with the rivet bracelet.
maybe have a same
So,
supplier.
It could, I don't know.
Who knows?
It could be a something, but they seem to have a lot of things in common because they also came out with both of them with full bronze watches or with the bracelets also in the same exact year at the same exact Baselworld. So there's a lot of commonality between Oris and Tudor.
Okay.
All right. Piaget, still cool. Okay. You want to talk about Rolex? Let's
Rolex,
talk about Rolex.
EVC, Longines, and Bulgari. We need to still talk about.
Bulgari, did they do something?
Yeah, they have a new carbon fiber watch. But anyhow, it's just my best. My best is a carbon fiber minute
Okay,
repeater.
cool.
Done.
That we don't even need to talk about it anymore. All right.
EVC. EVC. Schaffhausen.
VC is the water closet, right? The International Water Closet.
Yep.
Okay. Let's talk about the water closet.
So, what's your favorite this year? Is it the new
I hate
Engineer
everything.
in blue?
I hate everything. I don't like a single IWC.
I sold mine.
It's astounding to me that a company the size of IWC cannot make a single watch that resonates with me. And that, to me, I don't understand how. I don't understand why. They've come very, very close on numerous occasions, and then they will screw something up. So
yeah, I think if it comes to novelties, I think the new Engineer with the blue dial is the prettiest of all of the Engineers. It is very, very nice. It is my favorite. I was not a fan of the Aqua because I thought the Aqua was so, I don't know, it was a green, it was an ugly green. For me personally.
I had to ask you yesterday or 2 days ago whether I was posting the right color for our Instagram page.
Correct.
Because that's how little I could tell the difference between the two.
So on the other ones, I mean, we've seen the super cool new releases with a fantastic million years moon phase super perpetual calendar things, and they are stunning. And I think
80,000 euros.
Yeah, but what they have done is what I think is so amazing is that they have used not in this one, but in the other one that they have with the millions of years, right? Portuguesa is the one that they have these sapphire glass discs. It looks very modern while having a very traditional layout. It still looks super modern. Don't know if
yeah, but why is it 44.5 millimeters?
Because they
size?
have very big in-house movements. I don't know why, but they have.
Why?
So they're just big. Here, this is the one here, the Portuguese eternal
to me, it seems
calendar.
Everything is the same.
Look at the
right?
discs, right? So everything is like made of sapphire. Here, see, everything has this.
It's a very good looking
cool
watch. If this was 38 millimeters, imagine how cool that would be.
I mean, look, prices, platinum, prices on request. So obviously, it's not cheap.
Within our
it's nearly
realm.
45 millimeters. And
it's so big.
I'm sticking with the Engineer. I still feel it's 2,000 or 3,000 euros or dirhams or Swiss francs too expensive. But that's my IWC. But for me, the best of the 2024 is the blue Engineer.
Okay, next, Rolex.
New releases this year. Is this the GMT Master 2? Girner. Is it the rose gold day date with the onyx style? Is this the platinum 1908?
Yes, that is the platinum 1908. Absolutely done.
Or is it
100%.
the deep sea in solid gold?
For those of you that want to dive with a gold watch.
With a really, really heavy gold watch. I think that the rose gold Sky Dweller in solid gold is actually pretty cool. But I must say that the most I liked are
the platinum.
That they now firmly made the Daytona a women's watch. Right? Because they said, okay, we are putting lots of diamonds on the Daytona.
Could be for a guy, you don't know.
No.
Could be a pimp watch.
And so like this,
You're making assumptions.
We are embracing our female side here. No, I think it's a lot of diamonds on the bezel, on the bracelet, and all of the stuff that you see there in the new models that came out this year for the Daytona. But actually,
I could see John Mayer wearing
actually,
this.
my favorite is that's not actually listed here, and that is a new model in 2024. Is actually the Daytona Le Mans.
Oh yeah,
in gold, and not in white gold this year, but in
the yellow gold.
Yeah, and that was cool. My best.
I still am going to stick with the 1908. I tried it on.
Yeah.
It fits exactly as good as you would. Not the platinum one. So obviously I couldn't. I didn't get my hands on that one. I got my hands on the.
Okay.
No, wait. Scratch everything.
No.
Scratch everything.
I scratched.
No, for me the best one was the titanium Yachtmaster.
But this was not this year. I think it was last year.
Yeah, it was 2024 in March.
Was it?
I think so. Was it not? In case it was, I'm just throwing it out there. If it was not, I will revert to the platinum.
It was end of last year. It came out at the end of 2023.
No, it came out about Basel, whatever we have, the Basel equivalent.
No,
100%.
Yachtmaster titanium release. Google knows it. When did it come out? When was the new Yachtmaster released?
2023, you're right.
Yeah,
it was the
1 year ago.
Last year.
March 2023 it was released.
Basel
so that is very long time ago. But you might have you seen it?
I like it. Never.
No. It's actually one of the watches that nearly nobody have actually seen somebody wearing it. We have not seen it in pre-owned shops.
Cool.
It seems that they're producing microscopic amounts of this watch. It's weird.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So what other brands do we have? I'm going to quickly mentally tally through my watch box here.
I would just look at Longines and say they have been on a complete roll,
yes,
I think, with extremely good releases. New Legends Diver, new Heritage Moonphase, new Spirit Zulu Time, Spirit Flyback Chronograph, the Magitech, right?
The Magitech is huge.
Yeah.
But it's like a cushion case, so it's a little bit bigger. Did you mention already the Legend Diver 39?
I said Legend Diver, the green I said, yeah. Then
the 39.
Then I think what is also cool is this Heritage Central Power Reserve, which I still don't understand how it works, because it somehow has two discs that move, but I don't understand how it works. But I like it. And I mean, they're really doing some good stuff. I think their Spirit line is really cool, and
a lot of titanium coming in, right?
Yeah, really good stuff.
Spirit titanium watches are cool. Yeah, so there's quite a few things.
Then
there.
we can Bulgari. I think I already said what I liked, so we can skip the rest. Then Grand Seiko. Maybe we want to talk about them.
It was a kind of a letdown. I have to say, not much was done with Grand Seiko that I truly had, how do I say, affinity towards. So,
I think the one
else.
on their website, the SBG H347, I think. No, 349 is the one that I like. I don't know if I think it's a new one. I don't even know how to find it on their bloody website, because it's all very weird. But it is called the SBGH3. Maybe I just Google it to show it to you. SBGH, I think 349, and that is the one here. Yeah, that I think is the best watch that Seiko has released this year.
Yeah.
High beat, mechanical, baby blue. Brushed. It's probably inspired by some ice glaciers somewhere in wherever. I don't care. It's actually a January 2025 release. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm in the future. Anyhow, my point is that's a really cool watch. But in general, I think they got boring. There's nothing happening with Grand Seiko. They need to come out with something. They need to do something. I think they, in my perception of the brand, it's just went into, they were nowhere on the horizon. In my thought process about new watches, Grand Seiko didn't really feature, this year.
Me neither. And that's kind of why I said, there's nothing in it for me that I wanted to mention, which is kind of sad because I think they could have a lot of nice things.
So what are the watch brands that you still want to talk about then that I didn't mention?
Oh, that's kind of it.
But Bulgari, okay, we don't have to mention. I said it already, but we have to talk about one watch brand that has done a really, really big revamp. And we are not talking about the micro brands, though, but that is a different story, right? These are all mainstream brands. But what about Bremont?
Oh, God. No. No.
I think this is the future of Bremont is in the ropes, I think, at the time. It seems that the rebrand has, not so sure about their sales, if it's worked for them or it didn't work for them, but I fear it's going to be tough, right? It's going to be tough the next year.
All right. Now, I think we've gone overtime once again.
As we do.
Is there any other
overall, yeah, Full on Murray has done the Disco Volante.
Yeah.
And some mechanical sector dials. Very, very nice watches.
A lot of things, yeah.
Very, very cool.
But
I like them.
There's a lot of things we didn't mention, we didn't have time for. If we were going to get into micro bands, remember there's 75 of them by himself. So at least that we mentioned last time. I hate micro quartz. Okay, cool. So I think that's about it.
I wanted to say Seiko has done a couple of cool Seiko 5 GMTs. Super nice things.
The one that I bought and sold, the what's it called? I'm blank, SBGA.
But this was Grand Seiko. I'm talking about normal.
No,
Seiko.
It was Seiko. This was normal Seiko.
I have the same SBG.
Yeah. SBG, SBLA, SBGA.
I don't know. They have come out with a couple of new GMT watches though this year as well with the Prospects line, right? Some cool ones. Like the new dial.
Yeah, you're right. It's not SBGA. So what is it?
SPP something. SBP
SPB. SPB 411. Yes, you're right. You are correct. SPB 411. That was released this year. That was cool.
Yes.
I did like it.
That is my favorite. The SPB 4. Wait a second. I'll find it and I tell you. It's the new version of the 62 or 65 mass. I always forget the numbers. Here, this one. SPB 451. It's a beautiful watch. Blue, super blue.
It's nice. It is.
I like it.
Mine was the 411. Mine was the 411, which was the GMT one.
Ah, yeah.
The reissue of their original. Once again, it's there somewhere.
Yeah.
They call it limited edition, limited to 4,000 pieces.
Which usually means you can still buy it in a few years' time.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous, but anyway, all right. We should.
That really is the mega episode for the end of the year, the flashback of the best of 2024. So many watches. And I just want to summarize this. I think we've seen a lot of releases in 2024.
And nothing really that good. That's the sad part.
Well, I do think there is a lot of really cool stuff. Sure, there's lots of refinements of existing things, but I feel we have seen some really, really cool stuff.
You're always more positive.
Yes, I am. I'm just a positive person.
So I am too. Very positive. All right. Good. I think on that bombshell, it's time to end. Happy 2024.
Thank you.
And 2025 going into it, right? I hope you all had a good 2024 and a happy 2025 coming. And we'll see you.
Wishing you lots of love, health, and harmony,
prosperity, harmony.
Yes, and have
love,
a lovely new year.
Everything. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.